Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Stephen Follows Instructions. As you can see from the screen, I'm going to be doing CapRover today. Now I'm just trying to find my URL so I can advertise this on Mastodon and maybe even get a viewer or two. So I'm just going to pop in here. My channel. Why can't I find my channel? Should be right here. Oh yeah, there we go. View your channel. And here's the video. So I'm just going to pop in here. Alright, and now we'll advertise. Put this back over here. And we'll advertise on Mastodon. Installing and configuring CapRover, right? Yes. There we go. So I found out about CapRover. I think it was Scott Leslie, but I'm not sure. Suggested it on Mastodon. Might have been Grant Potter. No, it was Scott Leslie. I was asking for alternatives to Cloud Run because there are some issues with Cloud Run. The big one is I can't get people to log in for themselves or to create an account for themselves. I have to do it manually. Also, Cloud Run isn't completely open source. That's an issue. So I'm going to try it with CapRover and we'll see what happens. So CapRover, that's not it, is it? No, that's not it. I'll just close that. Here we go. So here's CapRover, free and open source platform as a service. So here's the live demo. I think it was Captain 42 was the login. So and you see here's some apps that you can choose from. So one-click apps. Here are the different apps. Again, there's a pretty good list of them. I think it's not quite as extensive as Cloud Run, but it's got the biggies, and that's what I need. So I want to install CapRover. So I'll be installing it on my own server. So I guess we'll start by now. And again, as with all episodes of Stephen Follows Instructions, completely unrehearsed. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. These often fail hilariously, but we'll see how it goes. So let's click on Get Started Now. So, okay, digital. All right. So here it's saying, okay, simple setup, create a droplet. So that's DigitalOcean. I like to use Hetzner. But let's try the DigitalOcean route. Obviously, there's an affiliation here. So let's try it that way. So, as you can see, I've spent $4.52 this month on DigitalOcean. Okay, well, doesn't matter where we do it because this is temporary. It's just going to be deleted in a few, well, maybe within an hour or so. Tip, collect the data center closest to you or your users. Choose an image. Okay, so CapRover is already there. Okay, so that's pretty nice. So it's pre-selected for me. Droplet type. Okay, there's various things that I could do. We'll just go with the basic for now. CPU options. Again, we'll just go, okay, $32 a month is what this selection would be. So 4 gigabytes, two CPUs, 120 gig solid state drive, and 4 terabytes transfer. Probably enough. Kind of expensive, right? So that's why I would look at Hetzner. I could probably cut that cost in half. Add volume, SSH key. I do have keys. I don't know where they are. So I'll just use a password for this. Create a root password again. This is very temporary and is going to be deleted really quickly. So let's see, what will our password be? There. Oh. Okay, must be 8 characters, at least 8 characters, 1 uppercase, 1 number, and cannot end in a number or special character. Okay, so how's that? All right. Except I think I typed it wrong. Let's try that again. There we go. That's a nice password. And I don't show it to you, so that's even better. So I'd enable backups, but we're not going to production here. We're just trying it out. Finalize details. So we'll give it CapRover. Tags here. This is just a test. So let's create the droplet. Alrighty, CapRover was added to test. That's just a project that I have. So it's just installing now. So it's pretty nice. If you don't care about the cost, right, you do that, you sort of sit back, twiddle your thumbs, and still have no viewers. So that's we're back to our average audience size. Oh, there's motion. All right. Get started. Click to expand droplet. All right. I should have received something in my email, I think, from DigitalOcean. I don't even have email opened yet today. It's a Saturday, you know. So this will fire up the old email. And no, nothing from DigitalOcean in my email. So, okay, well, it says get started, so it seems like an obvious place to start. So I'll click on that. Good, getting started after deploying CapRover. Okay. After installation, simply visit IP address 3000 to see your dashboard. Make sure you read the docs. Who reads docs? I know. I should be reading the documents. Okay. Just run the following line, sit back, and okay. I think that's what this did for me. It ran the Docker command, and then install cap. Yeah, this is installation. So getting quick access to CapRover. Let's do that. All right, so this is probably the password. That I just created. This connection is not secure. Ooh, that's true, it isn't. Okay, log in. Invalid credentials. Okay. Well, I know about that. I'm pretty sure. pretty sure. No. Well, that's interesting. I know I did this. I know I typed the credentials incorrectly both times, but read the getting started section of the docs. Okay. Where is the getting started? This is the getting started. Oh, I see. Create a droplet, domain name, public IP, server specs. Connect room domain. Install. Okay, so I'm confused now. Okay, so simple setup, create a droplet. I did that. Prerequisites. Okay, during installation, you'll be asked to point to a wildcard DNS. But you see that we're already okay. Well, there's the we didn't even get past this, right? All right. Let's start over. So we're going to go back to DigitalOcean. Close this. I'm going to delete. Destroy this droplet. All right, we'll destroy it. Okay. Now, let's try that again. CapRover, getting started. Create a droplet. Okay, can do it in Toronto like before. CapRover on Ubuntu. Detail, let's check the details. Yeah, just tells me the software, the package, the license. All right. Basic, premium. Again, we're just going to go with a password. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at it and make absolutely sure. So, 00 CapRover init. All right, that's, we can all see that, and I'm actually going to copy that. So there we are. Okay, don't do that at home, kiddies. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right, so we'll create the droplet. Oh, yeah, I forgot to give it a name, but that doesn't matter. So now, again, it's doing its thing. And yeah, no email again. So I guess DigitalOcean decided emailing passwords is a bad idea. So we're just waiting for this now. She's had 61 notifications. It's been a while since I've been in DigitalOcean. All right. Okay. So here's the droplet. There's the IP. Not using anything. All right. So graphs access. We could log in. We can launch the droplet console if we have to do that. But let's go back to where we were. All right, so let's click on Get Started again. Quick access. I'm getting started after deploying CapRover. Get started instructions. Okay, so I'll hit this. Oh, internal server error. Oh, well, that's different. Huh. Oh, there we go. All right. Paste that password. There it is. Log in. Oh, Captain is not ready yet. Okay. That's better than last time. Okay, so I guess it's still initializing. Okay, now let's try. Invalid credentials, just like before. Maybe I didn't wait long enough last time. That's possible. I mean, it's clearly installing. I mean, it's saying Captain is not ready yet. So, okay. No, it just doesn't like that. Okay, so I guess the problem is I'm not following the instructions. So, get started instructions. Oh, those are the instructions. After installation, see, I've got too many different directions here. I mean, I've got conflicting instructions, right? So I've got get started instructions. Okay. Quick access, which doesn't work still. Let's try it one more time. Nope. Okay. I could read this getting started section of the docs, which might or might not come up. There we go. But this, just run the following lines, sit back and enjoy. That has probably already been done. And then connect root domain. But maybe not, right? I don't know. Or the easiest way, install CapRover CLI. Assuming you have npm installed on your local machine, and then CapRover server setup. So this is really annoying. So this is actually not that easy. You will be presented with a quick setup. All right. Let's see if I can't reason my way through this. Let's close a few of these sets of instructions and failed access attempts. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, let's try going into the console. So here's our thingy. Let's go into the console. All right. Oh, I didn't even have to log in. Okay, well, that's nice. All right. So let's see what's running first of all. Okay, I can't make this bigger, can I? Okay. Is there another way, maybe? There we go. That's better. That's a little easier to see on the video. Oops. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. Oh, I see. All right. Here's our console. So here's what's running now. So let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, there's Docker proxies. Node is running. But I don't actually see. Okay, I don't actually see Docker itself running. Let's Docker processes. Oh, here we go. We've got processes running. So there's CapRover running. Okay. Okay. So it is running. And it's open on port 3000. Also on port 80. So launch droplet console. Right, I just did that. So let's come back here. No, that's not where I want to be. I want to be here. Let's click this get started thing again. Quick access. So there's the 3000. Nothing here yet. Okay. So CapRover is very clearly and obviously running, right? But I just can't access it. No session persistence, etc., etc. So how would I find the login? Well, what is the login for CapRover DigitalOcean? Okay. Using the default password, Captain42. Let's try that. Captain42. Okay. You know what would be really useful? If this was in the documentation. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right. Put it here. Simply visit. You can't simply visit unless you know the password. But the password really is, I mean, that's really random, right? Captain42, that's really random. Okay. Whatever. Congratulations, you have installed CapRover successfully. But you still need to assign a domain and finish the HTTPS to fully set up CapRover. Yes, very common. So, you can set up your CapRover instance in two ways, either with the command line tool, right, or using the panel below. It's a non-guided version of the command line method. Use this method only for the purposes of experimentation. Okay. I don't know if I have NPM installed on my machine. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So let's open up PowerShell and let's see if I do. And it's easy to tell, either this will succeed or this will fail. Or it'll do nothing. Oh, here we go. Alright, okay, it's installing. Good. So again, I'll just make the size a bit bigger for you. Alright. NPM audit for details. New version of NPM. Oh yeah, I'm a couple versions behind. Why don't I do that? Don't need to do that. Oh, unsupported engine, not compatible with your version. Huh. Bad engine. So I suppose I'll probably actually have to install completely all over again. Yeah, okay. Or just update without specifying the release. Anyhow, different project. So this might not run because I'm using an old NPM, but we'll find out. All right, startup followed by CapRover server setup, then follow the guide. Okay, so let's do that. Contrary to what it says, though, I don't see this as being the easier method. But set up CapRover machine on your server. Oh, let's clear out of here. Let's go to the console. Oh no, well let's see what happens. Yes. IP address of your server. Okay, good enough. So the IP address. Now I'm not sure. Oops, it's in here. I'm not sure whether they want the port number or not. Let's say they don't. And it should ask me for the port number, or it should just know. Server root domain. What? CapRover server root domain. No, that's not what I... Okay, what is... And most systems captain. I don't want to run locally. Jeepers. Okay, I guess the presumption is I have already set up a local domain for it somewhere. Okay, so let's do that because it's easy to do. Okay, so let's go to reclaim cPanel, which is where I keep my domain. Logging in. And let's go to cPanel. And let's go to zone editor. And let's go to manage. And I'll just add a new one. I have an old one for Cloud Run that I thought I would change, but I don't think I will. I'll just add a new record. So I'll call it captain.downs.ca. Whoops, come on. Captain.downs.ca, and then give it the IP address, which is this. I don't need the port. So let's go back to, where was it? cPanel. All right. Okay, so my experience with this is that this is going to be live right away. I know it says it might take several hours to propagate. Oh, and I should be also creating a star domain as well. So let's do that. Right. So I'll add another record. I know this because it's the same with Cloud Run, right? captain.downs.ca. So what this will allow me to do is it'll go, like, for the root thing, it'll go captain.captain. For discourse, it'll be like discourse.captain.downs.ca, etc. And I enable all of those with the star, which is just a wildcard expression. So I'll save this record. Still have no viewers, by the way. Guess Saturday's not a big day for live viewing. Either that or I'm not broadcasting, but no, I'm broadcasting. I have an excellent stream, not just a good stream. I have an excellent stream, excellent collection. Stream health. Stream is healthy. Oh, Dave Gonzalez was here and said, max your window, please. Good point. All right, so we'll do that, and I'll max my other windows too. Okay, so I've got now my other domain name set up. Good. Alrighty. So, all right. So I do have a viewer. Awesome. Okay, and Dave, I can see your comments. Let's do this. Okay, so let's go back now. We're going back to the console, which I'll also maximize. Might make life a bit easier, and I'll make it a bit bigger as well. Okay. What I've forgotten? Oh no, I've forgotten what I'm doing. Oh no, I'm not on the console. I'm on PowerShell. Okay. So CapRover server root domain. Okay, so that was captain.downs.ca. New CapRover password. Aha, input is hidden. Okay, so I'll come up with a new CapRover password. I was going to write it down, but I don't really have pens. I'll put it in Notepad on another screen so I don't forget it. Always important. There we go. So I'm just going to create a new document here, and so new. All right, so let's see now. All right, so I've created my password. So now I'm going to type it. Actually, I'm just going to paste it in from my notepad, which is a right click. Actually, it's not Notepad. It's an application called Note Tab, which is what I always use. Okay, enter new password again. I'm just right clicking. You don't see anything, so you take it on faith. Valid, in quotation marks, email address to get certificate and enable HTTPS. I do have a valid email address. Enabling SSL. So, all right, so it's running Let's Encrypt. So this is interesting. This is new for me. It's a Node application on my personal computer, sending commands to CapRover to run Let's Encrypt. Okay. CapRover machine name with whom the logins and credentials are stored locally. We'll just call it Captain01 and go with the default. Okay. And there's the wildcard in action, CapRover setup. It's available as Captain01 at HTTPS. So let's click on that. And did it open it? No. Life's too easy. Okay, so I'll just copy this. And okay, I don't need cPanel anymore, so I'll paste this in here and go. And what do we got? All right, CapRover login. Okay, now this is no longer Captain 42 as it was before. I'm sure it'll be our new password, which I'll copy and paste in here again. Log in. There we go. We're in. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Create new app. So I would have expected the plus sign to work there, but nothing. Or select from one-click apps, databases. That's what I want to do. I like this though, create new app, right? Because it means I could just create an app right in this. I do write my own apps a lot. So but first let's try the database. Okay. Lovely. Let's pick. So I like to use discourse. I was one of my future deploy a one-click, please. That's what I'm gonna do. One of my future things will be customizing discourse. One of my future Stephen follows instructions. So let's click discourse. App name. Discourse version. Postgres. Site name. Just call it Downs, because Rails discourses, Postgres and Rails. Admin. Okay, let's keep that password, and I'll put it on my notepad. Discourse password. So I just typed. Like I say, I've got the notepad on the side there, and I'm just keeping track of my passwords there. Admin email, that'll be mine. Not really one click. Database user, I can just leave. I don't need that because I can recover that. SMTP host. This is going to be a problem again. Okay. So for Gmail, now Stephen Downs redirects to Gmail, but Google has set it up so that it's kind of weird. So, I think you'll have to PA, it's hard to read, Kate Arho, or does it grab from the Docker in? I can't understand that. Can't understand the abbreviations, Dave. All right. So, I'm going to keep doing this SMTP thing because you'll love to see this. This is really unusual. It's, and it's a real pain if you haven't done it before. So, I'm going to go to my Gmail. So this is Gmail. This is my account. Go in. Manage my Google account. Security. Scroll down. It's two-step verification. All right. It's verify I am who I am. All right, scroll down, app passwords. Okay, now it doesn't matter if you see the app passwords. These are like, use them once and you're done. So I'm going to just call this Captain Discourse. Okay, and I'll create it. All right, so that's my apt password. Okay, now replace. So just go to the settings for the Google account and the application or device and use this password. And I think I just use, so we'll go back now to where are we? Sorry, I'm looking for my discourse. Nope, that's the one I'm testing next. Sorry, just trying to find my window here. No, 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 no. Here we go. Okay. So, SMTP user, Stephen@downs.ca, and then my one-time password for Google. Here's a little, I had a space at the end there. When I copied it, it copied a space at the end, so I had to back up. Otherwise, the password will be wrong. Deploy. Okay, now I'm deploying Discourse. I think this will work with the email. If not, I do know that in some cases there was an application's password specific username that gets used. If this doesn't work, I'll look that up and do that. Oh, do you have to package? Oh, you mean oh, because you weren't here when I started it up. No, when I started it up, we can go back to that. I was in the CapRover documentation, and I just clicked on Create a Droplet, and it took me to DigitalOcean directly, and then I can just go with all of the defaults. So you just pick this, and then your plan and your authentication, and then you just create. And that takes us to where we were when you came on. So it's actually pretty straightforward. I imagine, now I was also looking at installing it on Hetzner. Of course, I don't have a nice create a Hetzner it, or whatever you call it. So what I would have to do there is go into the console, and then there's a you run this Docker, and I'm pretty sure I have to test that, right? But I think that's what would work in Hetzner. I'd go into the console and then run that Docker. So I'd probably have to install Docker. Do I have to use Docker to run this? I don't know. I think so. I think it would be really complicated to do it without using Docker. I assume it's possible you could do it directly from GitHub, because it is open source, right? So, but it'd be like recreating the Docker container on my server, and then I'm not sure what it would do with the other applications. Okay, so we're back here. Here's Discourse. Discourse image is deployed, and the installation process has begun. The installation process takes about 10 minutes. So let's try that while we're waiting. Let's go to Hetzner. Okay, so not here. So I'll go into Hetzner. I'm going to log in. I am not a robot. Quite right. So I'll log into Hetzner. Hetzner, if you're not familiar with it, is an alternative hosting service. It's cheaper by a fair amount um, than DigitalOcean, and as you can see, I've got a bunch of other stuff running on it. I'm going to set up a new project. I'm going to call it CapRover, and okay, and now I'll create a server on it. So we'll just do it kind of. So we'll do an Ubuntu. We'll just do a shared vCPU for now, virtual CPU. So this is okay. We got 3 AMDs. See, 705, and it's actually more powerful than the one I'm using on DigitalOcean, which costs 3 times that. That's why people prefer Hetzner. But, you know, we don't have the nice marketing that gives us a button. So it's going to send me the password by email. I would use an SSH key, but I always end up fighting with it. So let's create this and buy this now. So keeping track of things, we're waiting on DigitalOcean for Discourse to finish installing, and while we're waiting, we're trying to start CapRover here on Hetzner, which doesn't have the nice button. All right. So are we good? Server created. Yes. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to log into the server. So it should have sent me credentials by email. I'll just check my email for that. There it is. Okay, so the IP is here. And so what I'm going to do is I'll start up a new instance of PowerShell. PowerShell. All right, and I'm just going to SSH root at, and then the IP address, and it's going to ask me to confirm that. I know it's new. All right, and now the password, which was in my email, and again, I just I just right click and hit enter. So I have to change my password, right click and hit enter for the current password. And now the new one. Oh, no, better yet. Let's write it down on my notepad and then I'll just paste it in. Okay, should be all right. Oops, too far. All right, so let's type right click, enter, right click, enter. All right, so I'm in. I don't think this comes with Docker, does it? Nope. So let's do an apt update first. Oh, I always forget how this works. Apt-get update. There we go. All right. Always a good idea to update your apt-get first. Okay, now let's install Docker. I'm doing this from memory, and my memory isn't good. There we go. Yes. And we're also going to install Git in the same way. So okay. Don't know if I needed that or not. Okay. So now I've got Docker and Git installed on my new server. Don't know if I needed Git, but so now we'll come back to the instructions here. Where'd it go? There we are. Nope, nope. probably should have configured my firewall first. Well, I haven't really installed anything. Some server providers have strict firewall settings. Let's just do this. I don't know if I need this on Hetzner, but we'll see. Okay, that's the other one. Here we go. All right. Okay, so the question was for developing your own app. Do you have to package a certain way? I don't know. That's something I'll need to test. Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to find that Docker command. Here it is. Copy it. And I'll right click to paste it. So this again is my console in Hetzner. I'm running the Docker command. Command Docker not found. Yeah, okay. Apt install docker.io. Okay. All right. So this won't take long. So. No containers, nothing. All right, let's run this. Unable to find image. Oh, locally. Okay, never mind. All right, so we'll let that install. Well, let's come back here. Discourse image is deployed. Okay, so let's finish this. I guess it's about 10 minutes. All right, so here's Discourse. I can open it, so let's do that. Oh, it's a clean install of Discourse. Very nice. All categories. Site feedback. This is also a cleaner version of Discourse than I would typically see. It doesn't have the all the options on this left-hand side here. Site feedback. I like this. I'd probably still want to mess around with the configuration a bit. Okay, log in. So, what am I going to email username? Let's try. And password is let's try my CapRover password first. Nope. Okay, let's try the Discourse password that I created. Oh, wait, I think it was admin, wasn't it? Well, we'll try that next. So, paste that. Oh, that worked. Your first notification, select it to begin. Okay. Just go back. Greetings. Let's start with the setup wizard. Welcome to your Discourse. Okay. 1 of 11. All right. Beautiful. So the Discourse or the Discourse password did work. So didn't like Discourse as my community name. 3 of 1. It's public. Users can sign in on their own. Web page. Oh, let's put this here. steamingitdowns.ca. City for this. Oh boy, I don't want to do all that. color scheme, homepage style. Right. So latest topics. All right. Primary logo. I could actually upload my own logo, which I do like. There we go. Square logo. Use the same logo. Next. Large icon. Next. Invite staff. So I'll invite myself. This is a Discord server. Yes. You haven't invited any. Oh, I see. I have to actually add. Alrighty. Next. And your discourse is ready. Okay. So this is a nicer startup than the Cloud Run, which just throws me into a default discourse without actually helping me set it up at all. So I actually like this better. So I can add a new topic. Here we go. Wish this was bigger. Again, that's the sort of thing I can do. Test topic. Create a topic. Oh, title must be at least 15 characters. Test topic. Okay, and it has to be in a category, I guess. Lounge. Site feedback. Optional tag. I don't. Oh, uncategorized. Okay. Hello. All right. Create topic. And where'd it go? Oh, here we go. All right. Suggested topics. Let's start the discussion, and now I can reply. Seems to work. Now, let's check that invite that I got. So I'm opening up Chrome and logging in as downs at downs.ca. We'll pop into Gmail. Choose an account. Password. Because Google's always logging me out. And I don't see my invitation. So my email failed. Can I lobby you to go back to Hetzner? Yeah. All right, let's go back to Hetzner. On DigitalOcean, my email has failed. So we'll go back to the Hetzner. Let's see where I was with Hetzner. Okay. All right, so CapRover is initializing. Okay, so we ran the Docker command, and we were waiting for that to run. Installation is started. Everything looked good. Fresh installation. Swarm started. CapRover is initializing. All right. So, did I give this an address even? No, I haven't. I've done nothing. Okay, so, all right. So, I'm just closing. Let's see now. Hetzner. And this is server created. Yes. I'm looking for the IP. There it is. Copy. So this is the IP for the IP address for the Hetzner that I just created. So let's go to here. No, I want to keep that. So we'll go here, :3000, and All right, so same as before. This is the CapRover on Hetzner. So let's, I guess it's Captain 42, eh? It's one of these things you just have to know. And we're logged in. Ooh, that was snappy. And now we do the same sort of things before. So wildcard and then my root example. So what will I call this one? Cap Hetzner .downs.ca. So I'm going to need to go create those. So let's find cPanel where I was before. If I'm still there, I don't see it. I don't know if it's still open or if I closed it. I think I might have closed it. Yeah, I did close it. All right. So we'll go to cPanel again. This can be any place, right? Any domain manager. It doesn't have to be Reclaim. Come on, Reclaim. You're being slow. There we go. cPanel Downs. And domain manager or zone editor. So I am in the process of moving all my domains over to Cloudflare so that I'm not dependent on the specific thing. Sorry, it's just that I do want to deploy to Hetzner. So do I. I mean, the DigitalOcean was just a test, but I actually do want to deploy to Hetzner. Okay, so let's create the new domain. So we'll manage, add a record. My new zone name will be caphetzner.downs.ca. Put a little period at the end. And the IPv4 address for Hetzner was this. So we'll come back here, plug it in, save the record. And we're going to do the same thing now with the wildcard domain. I don't know if I needed the other one. I probably do. Okay, so we're going to add a record. So, whoops. Wildcard. Oh, I've forgotten what I was calling it. Cap Hetzner? Yep. Cap Hetzner. .downs.ca, and same IPv4 address, and we'll save the record. Okay, now back to that's okay. All right, this is the one on Hetzner. So again, same command tool recommended. Or we could do it like this. So let's use the same command tool that we did before. So that's over here. So CapRover server setup. Have you already installed? Yes. Now it's a different IP. And the domain was caphetzner.downs.ca. New CapRover password. All right, got a password in my notepad here. So input is hidden. So right click. Well, click it first to highlight, then right click. You don't see anything, but you know it's there. Hit enter, and it asks for it again. Right click, and then hit enter. Valid email. Same again. Enabling SSL. What I'm saying is the way you are doing wildcard is resulting in 2 captain subs. Yeah, that's the way it's designed. That's what it wants to do. I could just do it like this, like just say my base domain is downs.ca, and then it would create a subdomain captain.downs.ca, and that's what CapRover would run on, and then discourse would run on, say, discourse.downs.ca. No, if I was a normal person, I would do that, but these domain names are already allocated for other projects that I have. I already have a discourse.downs.ca domain running stuff. Similarly with the other applications. So for this project, I'm putting everything under the domain CapRover or captain.downs.ca. So I get the double captain.captain.downs.ca. It's just to keep all of these installations separate from everything else that I've got under downs.ca. Okay. CapRover machine name, Captain02. And we're set up. So here we go. So yeah, you see here, captain.caphetzner.downs.ca. See, if I hadn't done it, right, now I'd be in trouble because I've got one CapRover running on DigitalOcean. I have another one running on Hetzner. I got to keep them separated. So one of them is called captain.downs.ca, and then this one is caphetzner.downs.ca, but they both use this captain subdomain because that's what CapRover does by default. So let's go to it. So here we are. Again, I don't need cPanel anymore, so so it'll say nothing is set up right yet. Probably. Oh no, it wants me to. Oh, it just redirected me to the login. Okay. So this will be Captain 42, maybe. Probably. Login. Nope. Maybe it'd be the password I just created. That seems more likely, actually. Oh, wait. Is this the user ID? No, it's just the password. Why is it displaying the password? It shouldn't do that. Oh, well. Yep, that's what it was. That worked. Again, temporary password. So here we are. We're right where we were before. So the one-click apps. Here they are. Again, I'm not going to do discourse again because we already saw that working. Let's try to pick something simple. I don't know. Caliber? Nah. Dynamic will allow you to use the free. See, that's kind of nice. That would be a good reason to use Cloudflare DNS, which is what I'm planning to do. But I'm not going to do that now. Davos FTP automation tool, DocuWiki, Elasticsearch. Yeah, that's something I'd like too, is, and I don't know if this exists, but a search so that somebody using the search, when they use the search, it'll consult every application that I have running for something. FileZilla, I guess that's for a server. Firefox, why would I need to run? Okay, yeah, if people are installing this locally, these might be useful, I guess. Ghost, okay, Ghost is cool. We'll just use a no database Ghost and keep it nice and simple. Ghost, Ghost user. Ghost DB password. Ghost email, that's me again. It didn't like my password. How's that? Is that better? Yep. Oh, Ghost DB password. Okay, maybe I'll copy that just in case. All right, Ghost password. This is the admin password. Ghost host. So it'll be ghost.caphetzner.downs.ca. Protocol. All right, and here's the SMTP service thing again. I would need to do the same thing. Now, it failed last time. And probably because I didn't set up the Google thing quite right. Oops, that's not it. So, let me just check something quickly. Google app password. Okay, sign in with that password. Because you see, I think I did the username wrong. Okay. Click generate. Okay. Select done. Okay. This is how to create it. How do I use it? This is why. Okay. Still can't sign in. No. Remove. No. Doesn't say how to use it. It says how to create it. So let's just check. Username for Google app password. Username for Google app password. Okay, sign in with app passwords. Here we go. Click generate. The app password is again, it's not saying sign in with app passwords, but it doesn't say how. It tells me how to get the password, but not the username. Okay, how old is this? 2023, okay. Create the app password, copy the app password. The thing is, I know some of these have worked. So I don't know why it isn't working. Well, let's just try one. Hetzner Ghost. Hetz Ghost. We'll create it. Okay, here it is. Okay. You don't need to remember it, so don't write it down or share it with anyone. Temporary. This is temporary. Okay. So let's go back to, okay, your user on the SMTP service, which is my Google username. It might just be failing because it doesn't like that username. There's the password. SMTP from address. Internet.ca. Deploy. Fix all errors. What did it not like? Okay. Didn't like Ghost. Hetzner Ghost. How's that? Deploy. No, still doesn't like that. So it has to have a number. Ghost 1. How about that? Nope. Oh, it has to be all lowercase. This is a regular expression, right? So A to Z, 0 to 9 with a star, and then anything, and then A to Z, 0. Okay, and it's because it starts with a capital H. Okay. That's really picky. That should work. Nope. Let's make all my letters lowercase then. There we go. Okay, so it's going to do this. It's only 4 steps. Quite a contrast from Discourse. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. All right. Ghost is deployed. Before starting Ghost, you'll need to enable HTTPS. Oh yeah, I never did enable HTTPS, did I? Isn't that interesting? So that was a bit different. No, it is. It is enabled. Okay. Ghost does work. App name, Hetzner Ghost. Oh, okay, I see. So I have to click this enable HTTPS button. So it's going to run Let's Encrypt for hetznerghost1.caphetzner.downs.ca. Okay, HTTPS is now enabled. Now we'll go into it. Nope, still got a problem. Huh. Bad gateway. I don't know what the issue is here. Whoops. By Let's Encrypt. Doesn't look. Connect new domain. Domain name. That'd be a subdomain of your root domain. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need that. Edit HTTP basic authentication. Huh. The SMTP port is wrong. Should be 587. That's unrelated to this, but deployment could not connect to the database. Well, because I picked a non-database version of Ghost. Obviously, that was a mistake. The Bitnami Ghost container. Isn't that interesting? That's old school. Use the CLI to deploy. Deploy from GitHub. Okay. No, it still is an issue. change root domain anyways. No, I don't want to change the root domain. Well, let's see what happens if I click on that link. No, that's what I want the domain to be. Apps, monitoring, settings. Create a pro account. Two-factor authentication, login email alerts, success or failure email alerts. I do like those, but I'm not going to do a pro account just for a test version. Cluster. I'm kind of puzzled here now. This is pretty typical for Stephen follows instructions. Where something doesn't work and it's a puzzle. Well, okay. I'll leave that monitoring trying to start up. I'm going to remove this and start over. Delete app. Confirm that name. Hetzner, Ghost 1. Ghost 1 data. I just did that. Did I not? Delete app. Oh, I see. Hetzner Ghost 1. Alright, that should get rid of it. Oh, looks like I lost Dave. Can only go on for so long. And we're deleting some volumes, weren't deleted. Okay. So, but I don't care about that really. Okay, let's try something different. AppSmith, the fastest way to build my AppSmith. So this is the fastest way to build your own apps, according to AppSmith. That would be pretty cool. Hopefully it's not going to take me through this email merry-go-round again, because I still don't know why the emails weren't working. I found in working with all of this stuff, the trickiest part of everything is email. Okay, so to further enhance the installation, see complete environment variables here. Okay. I don't see how that would further, unless I was able to change those variables, I suppose. Please wait for 2 minutes. I'm waiting for 2 minutes. So, doesn't look like I'm doing anything to do with email, but I don't know. All right, that's long enough. Let's try to go into it. Enable HTTPS. Okay, now I should be able to open it. Hopefully this will work. It does seem to be working. Welcome. Let's set up your account so you can make some awesome applications. Gotta run. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, Dave. This will be on my YouTube account. Please leave me the minute marker if you get to my question on services platforms serving multiple sites. Okay. Well, let's see if I can find it now. Uh, so I'm not seeing the question in the chat. On services platform serving multiple sites. So I guess, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Um, you mean, I guess you mean one instance of CapRover to run different domain names? Different sites for different domain names? That sounds like it. Although I think you would need a separate instance of CapRover for each of those. That seems to me to be the case. Hmm. That's all I can say. That's the best I can get for that question. Uh, or could I have? I mean, I suppose I could do more than one installation of uh, a single thing. That's pretty funny. The name chosen at random here is for a childhood girlfriend of mine. That's really funny. So Jane Cooper, if you ever see this, hi. That's hilarious. Uh, yeah, we'd probably have to work it out. So yeah, I don't have an answer. I'd need a more specific question, but it looks like you're gone. So okay, all right. So here's this: make your own awesome applications. Valid email. We'll just update that. What do I play? Other researcher. Tell us what's your use case. Just personal project. Next. Oh, didn't like something. Oh, I see. All right, next. Usage data. Make your first app. Here's how AppSmith works. Connect your database, connect queried data, publish and share your apps. Okay. Let's add a data source. So, do we have Maria or do we have to pick MySQL? Could use S3. That's really interesting. I'll pick MySQL for now. Connection mode, read write. Oh, I actually have to pick one, don't I? Yeah. So I don't have a database just kicking around at the moment I can attach to this. So, okay. But I get the concept. This is really interesting. Okay. So let's go back to the CapRover dashboard. Change root domain. No, there's the apps. So same question as for the other thing, Cloud Run. Can I have a single login, single sign-on for CapRover? Let's figure that out. Single sign-on for CapRover. Two-factor authentication. So it's single sign-on. It looks like I'd probably have to set that up separately. CapRover, the definitive guide. This is from 3 years ago. CapRover versus Heroku. Sign on. We're looking for sign on here. We don't even see it. Okay. Oops. Too far. CapRover, mysterious fails. Cloud Run just works. Okay. Actually, we did see that. One instance of that. I'm just still looking. Automatic deployment from source control. I do like that. Okay. Othello, the single sign-on multi-factor. Alright. Apps. An error occurred. Something bad happened. That's not good. Let's try logging in again. Log in. Something bad happened. Secure connection failed. So I think my Hetzner CapRover might have died. No, it's definitely broken. It's not broken over here. Huh, okay. So I can just pretend that didn't happen. Alright, okay. Apps. Must have been an old version of it. Here's the other one. Apps. Select from one app to. So I'm back on the DigitalOcean CapRover. It's kind of neat. I got two of them running at the same time. Alright. Let's see if there is Control F sign on. Oops. No. I don't see any single sign on here. Give it one more search here. No, I did not mean sign in. Yeah. I love this CapRover default Captain 42. I bet you that question gets asked a lot. Best practices. Huh, that's a neat idea. Oh, you can change your default password there. Enforce HTTPS. Enable HTTPS and enable enforce HTTPS for your CapRover dashboard. Yeah. Oh, you'll be doing this automatically. Out of memory when building. Do more. Recipes and tips. So I mean, in many ways it's better than Cloud Run because it looks like it's a lot easier to create my own applications in this environment. On the other hand, and it's a big other hand, I'm not seeing anything to do with a single sign-on for these applications. So every single application you're running would have a different sign-on. I wonder if, let's try a search for Ophelia and CapRover. See if that. Well, we have the question right here. And we don't know if it worked. CapRover, one-click apps, Ophelia. There is a Docker image for the app. And looking here, centralized authentic SSO if possible. We have an app that handles 1 and 2 called what, Swag? Let's look that up. SWAG, swag. Swag. We'll call it platform. Swag platform. Oh, no, this is different. You know, if you're going to create a platform, give it a name that you can search on. Use Swag with Ophelia to enable SSO. Okay, let's assume you already have, okay, secure web application gateway. That doesn't really look like it's what I'm looking for. Oops. Okay. CapRover SSO. And let's make that a search from just the last year. Sandstorm is the other one that I was going to look at. Well, they say they're not dead yet. 6 months ago. That's always nice to hear. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end this here. We've successfully installed CapRover on both DigitalOcean and on Hetzner. I'm going to kill both of those, obviously, because I don't want to leave them running. So, is this? Got to be careful not to kill Helsinki. So I'm pretty sure this is it. Servers. Right, CapRover. So I'll kill this. Delete. Oops. Delete server. And I'm actually going to delete the project. So let's go back up here. CapRover. We'll delete that. And delete the project. And we'll pop over now into DigitalOcean. And we'll delete CapRover. Destroy. CapRover. And good. So now I'm not going to be charged for those going into the future. So that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me. Those of you who joined me, which would be one person who's no longer here. It was nice to have you with me, Dave. Really appreciated that. And that's it for this time. So I'll see if I can't find my... There we go. Stop streaming. So thanks a lot. That's